guys, thank you for joining me with Arts Sphere today, and we are going to be continuing our math exploration with addition. So we have gone through all our numbers 0 through 10, and now that we've done that, we can start learning how to add. So we're going to use this Adding Acorns handout. It's on our blog. It'll be posted under the YouTube video, and you can just go ahead and print that out, or just do this on a regular piece of paper. Whatever is available to you guys. So we are going to start out by just coloring the acorns, making it a little more fun. They don't have to be brown, they can be whatever color you want. I'm going to do blue and orange acorns. So when we add, you guys will keep doing this throughout your school in college, and it will just get easier and easier the more you do it. So just remember to keep practicing what you're doing. So adding means that you are getting more of something. So subtraction, you might have heard of, is when you're taking away, and addition is when you're getting more. So if I have one crayon that I'm using right now, and I add one other crayon, now I have 2 crayons, which is more than I had before. And if I add another crayon, so 2 plus this extra crayon, I now have 3 crayons. So we're just putting them together. We're adding all the separate pieces and making them into one whole number. It's kind of like adding ingredients when you're cooking or baking. So if I add sugar and I add flour and I add an egg and some butter, I now have a cake. So all these different ingredients came together to create something bigger than they were just by themselves. And that is what we're going to do with addition. So if you finish coloring your acorns, I have my blue and orange acorns just for fun. We're going to start by counting each group. So we're going to start with this first one, and I can see that there are 2 acorns in this first group, and I'm just going to take my pen or pencil and I'm going to write the number 2 in this blank. So now we have 2 acorns here. We're going to go to this one. How many do we have in this circle? So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on our hands. If you guys remember our counting lesson, that should definitely make this easier for you. Our next one, just 1. Okay, our next group, 1, 2, 3. And our last one has 1, 2, so the same that we had here. So now we're going to add them together, which means that we're going to put all the numbers together to create a bigger number. So we're just going to write each number that we had in the blanks here, because we have our little plus sign, and our plus sign is what you use to say that you're adding. So we have 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2. We're going to do this one at a time to make it a little bit easier. We have 2 plus 5. So if I have my 5 and I'm adding 2, 5, 6, 7, we're counting. So now if I put them together, I have 7. So our 2 plus 5 is 7. Our next one is 1. So now we have 8 because we're adding 1 more. Our next group had 3, so now we have 8 plus 3, which is too much to do on my hand, but you can count 8 plus 3. So you have 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 2 more for our last group of acorns right here. We have 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 total acorns. And the way you can do this is you can count them all individually. And if you do, you're going to get 13. Or you can do what we did and add them in groups. So we have 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2. And that got 13. So you can do this other ways. If I were to add 2 plus 3 here, so I have 2 on one side, 3 on this side, and I put them together, 2 plus 3, because we're adding them, 2 plus 3 is 5. You can count. We have our 2 and we have our 3, and that makes 5. We also can do that with 4 plus 1. So 4 plus 1, we add our 1 to our 4. Now we have 5. So now there's some simple addition you guys can do. Just keep practicing. Just think of different numbers and then try to count them up together. So I can do this with bigger numbers like 7 plus 3. And if I think about that, I have 7 and I'm adding 3. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So then I have 7. If I do 5 plus 5, I have 5. I'm adding another 5 to it together, and that makes 10. 10 fingers. So you can start out small with this and then continue to build up on what you're learning. You can use our handouts here or other ones you find online, but I hope you guys are able to learn a little bit more about addition through that lesson. And please join us for our next one. Thank you.